Hey, Drue James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm playing a fingerstyle instrumental of La Vie en Rose by Edith Piaf. Absolute classic song. Let's start learning how to play it. Now, to do this, grab the tab. It's completely for free over at LearnGuitarInLondon.com. It just takes a name and email address to join the student area, and there is hundreds of free tabs just like this one there. So well worth it just for an email address. We're going to get started on it right now. Let's have a zoom up on both hands and learn it bar by bar. So this is fingerstyle guitar, and with fingerstyle guitar I keep a rough rule going just to keep our fingers on track and so we don't get too tied up with them. And that rough rule is based on a classical approach where the thumb plays the E, A and the D string, the index finger plays the G string, the middle finger plays the B and the ring finger plays the E. If you don't know the names of the strings, Eddie A Dynamite, EAD, Goodbye Eddie, GBE. Okay, so if I talk about this hand at any point, my picking hand, I might say thumb or index, middle or ring. That's just helping you use the right fingers to be effective and efficient within the song, okay? So let's start looking at the beginning. Well, we're starting with a familiar G chord. Well, it should be familiar. If it's not familiar, then maybe fingerstyle instrumental isn't for you. Fret 3 on the thickest string and fret 3 on the thinnest string, using the middle and ring finger. Really important to use these two fingers on your fretting hand, okay? Because we're going to be messing around with this index finger doing other things while we're doing this. So the first bar is this. So as you could see, I was keeping the middle finger held down the whole time. We're going to pinch, which means pulling two strings, the top and the bottom string, to achieve the intro melody. Then we're going to play the thumb on the open D string. Then the index finger on your fretting hand is going to come down to play fret 2 on the thinnest string. All the while I want you to attempt to leave this finger here and held down so that this string rings throughout the bar, because that's what we want in fingerstyle. We want things to rather than be short. Right? We don't want that, okay? So anyway, keep that note held down, pinch, D, then play that 2 that the index finger's holding down, then let go with the index and pinch again, but this time with a 0 on the bottom string and the 3 on the thickest. Then move that ring finger to the B string on fret 3 and play it. Then let go with that ring finger and do a pinch this time on the E and the B string. So there's the 3 again with the whole time, and then put the ring finger back on the thinnest string. Rhythm has swing to it. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. So that's a lovely feel to try to maintain throughout this. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, rather than straight 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. And it just doesn't work for the song, does it? Okay, good. So that's bar 1 done. Bar 2 is this. So it's very similar to bar 1. Instead of starting on the 3rd fret on the thinnest string, we're going to put our index finger on fret 2 on the thinnest string and pinch those 2. Then play the open D string with the thumb, then let go off the thinnest string, play that 0. Then 3rd fret on the B string, so bring that ring finger back into play. Notice all the time that middle finger has not moved, and it's not going to move for the next 3 bars. We're going to pull these 2 3s on the E and the B string, pinch them, then let go on the B string and play it open. Then we're going to pinch thumb and index finger on the G string, so the 4th string down, and then 2nd fret on the thinnest. Okay, so slowly. Okay, good. So the 2 bars together. Notice that middle finger isn't moving, so it keeps chugging away on our bass notes. Bar 3. So this is very similar feel. You should be learning that sort of style by now. So we're going to pinch at the beginning of the bar, this time on open strings, top and bottom string, then open D string like we have started every other bar, D string with the thumb, then 3rd fret on the B, then let go off the B and pinch the thickest string and the B with the 0. And then we've got a sneaky little 4th fret, sneaky little F sharp that just kind of gets us every time. We don't often have this, but this song is a little jazzy, so it's got some kooky little parts in it. So we've got this, it's a really nice little bit of play. Try to keep the 3rd fret held down, hold down fret 4 on the D string. You can use your ring finger, that's how I like to do it, or you could use your pinky, but ring would be better really. Then open G, and then 2nd fret on the thinnest. So that bar slowly. Okay, good. And finally, bar 4, make an A minor. Fret 1 on the B string, fret 2 on the D, and fret 2 also on the G. You're going to pinch that A minor, the A string, index, middle, and ring. So it's a 4-fingered pinch, pulling those 4 strings together. Then the thumb playing the 2 that the middle finger's holding down of the A minor. And then to a D7 chord from here. So nice quick change with this chord. Leave the index finger from the A minor behind. Move the middle finger down to fret 2 on the G string and the ring finger on fret 2 on the thinnest string. And pinch the bottom 4 strings, thumb, index, middle, and ring. Okay? So we've got A minor, 2nd fret, D7, then fret 4, again, that cheeky F sharp on the D string. I use my ring finger for that. In fact, no, I don't. That's not true. I use my index finger because we're about to change index finger positioning and take a walk up the neck. So we're not going to be in comfortable home position anymore. We're starting to get to the dusty part, okay? So we're here. We're then going to move down to fret 5. In fact, what I'll do before I do that is I'll just play those first 4 bars slowly so that you can watch it back and maybe play along. Okay, good. So work that. Let's look at the next bar. So we're going to find fret 5 on the thinnest string with our index finger up there. We're going to pinch the A string, and this is actually an A note. Then open A string, then fret 8 using the pinky finger on the B string. Then fret 7 using the ring finger, pinching the A string. The 7 is on the B string. So we've got then fret 1 on the B string. So we're going to move back position and pinching the A string, and then 3rd fret on the thinnest. So that bar slowly. Good. Next bar. Okay, so this we're going to go fret 2 on the thinnest string, pinching the D string as we do that. So pull those 2 strings together, then open A string, then thinnest string on the open E, 3rd fret on the B string, pinching the D string with that 3rd fret, then 1st fret on the B, then 2nd fret on the G, pinching the A string, and then 2nd fret on the thinnest. Okay, again. Good, and those 2 bars together from line 2. Great, okay, continuing, next bar. So slightly different, pinching first of all the A and the E string open, not hold fretting anything. Then open A with the thumb, then 3rd fret on the B, then 1st fret on the B doing a pinch on the A. So far we've got. Then 1st fret on the G string to get that G sharp note, love that, nice and kooky. Then to fret 2 on the A string and pinching the A and the G to resolve it back to G. And then fret 2 on the thinnest to do that F sharp. Okay, final bar here. I'm just going to get on with this because it's not too bad. So it's fret 2 on the thickest string and fret 2 on the B string. Okay, and we're going to be pinching thumb on the thickest and middle and ring to do a 3-fingered pinch. Then we're going to move that shape that you've just played here. So don't lift up off the strings, just move them up to fret 3. So from here to here, just slide them and do a different pinch of thumb, index and middle for the E, G and B. So you've got, sorry, no you haven't, you've got, okay, so from bar 7 into that part, okay, all of line 2 slowly. Okay, good. So the good news is on line 3, it's the same as the first 2 bars on line 1. Sort of plays this main theme. So it does this. So this is just like playing line 3. So this is bar 11. And we've got 3rd fret rather than 2nd fret, which is what it was in bar 3. And this time it's, okay. And then bar 12, we've got this. Sorry, not quite. Okay, so there's like a little climb here, we call this, because the melody's climbing up into this new section. So it's fret 3 on the A string and the E string. You're going to pinch those 2 strings together. Then fret 2 on the D, then open on the G, fret 4 on the G, and then fret 3 on the B and the E. And I do that as a little mini bar chord, pressing 2 strings down rather than going individual. Little mini bar chord, and that's preparing us for the bar chord that's coming up in the next bar. Okay, so bar 11 into that bar. Okay, now into bar 13, or line 4 on the tab. Okay, so the fretting is a little challenging, but the picking really isn't. You have to bar fret 3, okay? Bar it with all of the strings pressed down with the index finger and the ring finger or pinky if you prefer. It doesn't really bother me too much as long as it's not the middle finger on fret 5 on the thinnest string, okay? So with that bar held down, you're going to pinch the A string and the thinnest string. Otherwise, what's the point in holding down this 5 here, right? So you're going to pinch it, then play it individually, the thinner string. Then you're going to alternate the bass note to the thickest string. So you're going to do this. But you're going to be doing that with melody. Okay, so pinching, then bass note, then you're going to lift up the ring finger to play the 3. So that makes a 3 on the thinnest string when I do that. Then put the ring finger down again and do the same thing. So it's the same thing twice in that bar. Once, and then in the next bar it's the same idea with the pinching of the 3rd fret on the thickest string and the 5s. And then you're going to move this ring finger down to fret 3 and put the middle finger, stack that on top so that you've got 2 3s on the B and the E string. And you're going to pinch the D string with the 3 on the thinner string and then play the middle finger for this 3 on the B. Okay, so far we've got... Okay, and then the final half of that bar. Okay, so it's an E7 basically. So it's fret 2 on the D string, a little brain block there. Fret 1 on the G string and pinky finger on fret 3 on the B string. And we're going to play the thickest string, thumb on D, index on G, middle and play down. So it's quite a big change. So that might take a bit of practice to get that right. And And now we're going to move back up to fret 5 on the thinnest string, pinching the A string, then thickest string, then, thickest string, then fret 8 like we had earlier on the B string, then back to fret 5 on the thinnest, pinch it with the A string, then play the thinnest, then thickest string, then 8. So you're doing the same thing twice again. Once, twice, and a third time into the new bar. So it's 3 times. Make sure you're alternating the bass notes like this. And then fret 7 on the thinnest string, pinching the A string, and then fret 5 on the thinnest string, pinching the D string. So it goes dun, dun, before returning to the melody. You're nearly done. Well done. Okay, so from the beginning of that line, just to tie all that together for you, definitely the most to practice this part. Okay, and now we're going to play the first 2 bars again that we've already learnt. And then the last remaining 3 bars, that's this. So pinching the A and E, this is bar 19, then 3rd fret on the B string, and play that, and then make an A minor, but take away your middle finger, okay? So you've got fret 1 on the B string and fret 2 on the G. Strum from the A string down with the side of your thumb, then play fret 2. So that bar is... And then you've got this little ending, which I slow down. Okay, now it's not quite written on the tab, but I love this idea of sliding it. I might include that on an updated tab. So we're going to pinch the thickest string and the B string, thickest string on fret 3 for that G note, then play 3rd fret on the B string, then 2nd fret on the thinnest string, open, then play fret 3 and slide it, keep the pressure down, slide it to fret 5, like that. Then play fret 3 and then strum a G slowly. Okay, just the last 3 bars, because it's a nice ending. Okay. Alternatively, what you could do is you could repeat back to the intro and just go round again. So you could go from bar 16 back to bar 1, all the way through to bar 21 to finish. Just a way of making it a little bit longer, a little bit more of a performance piece for you. Really hope you've enjoyed it. Keep on playing.